Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another review. This time is of the SHF God Maximum Gamer Level 1 Billion God Max Gemn. So, let's get started. Uh, if you've watched any of the V Cinema stuff from Kamen Rider X8, you already know what you're getting into. You know what you expect from this. It's a little different for SHF to do this, so it's really dope to get this. One really weird drawback, though, is that we got the God Max Gamer before we got Maximum Mighty, which doesn't make sense to me, but there's no rhyme or reason to Bandai anymore, so I kind of just take what I can get. Anyway, let's jump into this review. This is really cool because this is something completely different for them. It's not something that they normally do for SHF. So it's pretty dope to see and get something like this, at least in my opinion. So let's do a quick run around. As you can see, this is a recolor of Maximum Mighty, which is weird, like I said, because we got this before Maximum Mighty. So there's no real difference except for the color difference from Max Mighty. So anyway, get into the review. The inner head actually rotates really nice because it's on a different ball joint slightly as Kamen Rider Game Level 0 and Level 2. And what's really dope about it is, even though he's in this gigantic head, his head is not really hindered by articulation. His sight will be pretty much blocked from him pretty much looking down on you. But you can obviously tilt the head up and down, so you actually get a great range. As you can see, there's plenty of space in there as well. So that's really dope. And the head can tilt. It's on two ball joints, one for the top of the head and one for the neck. So it's really, really nice. These are mighty sharp though, so please be careful because if you drop this, you may chip some pieces, and I don't want you doing that. Next up is the arms. And as you can see, they actually have a really nice rotation. But, I mean, sorry, not rotation, but a nice lift on them. But what's really cool is that it actually uses the pull-out method to actually extend its range. So you actually get a much greater range by rotating the joints. As far as arm articulation goes, it is double jointed. It really is. And it actually pulls out a little bit, so you actually have an extra bit of articulation. So as you can see, you can actually lift the hand up here. You can put the arm back to actually lock it in place, so you can actually get that extra grip when using weight. When you want to pull it back out, it actually rotates really, really well. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually the inner joint that actually works it and let it wiggle around. Like I said, the arm is double joint. The wrist peg is actually a little different. It rotates like this, which is really dope. And it doesn't rotate all the way around. So you actually get a limited range from like this. Because afterwards, if you try, what happens is you actually get a huge gaps along the line. And I don't think you want that. As far as the waist articulation goes, you can actually rotate left. You can actually rotate right. And there is ab crunch, which is crazy for something like this. You don't normally get it. The ab crunch can go pretty far forward for a figure like this, and it can go back. And it wiggles right under the upper body. So you actually get a nice range going all the way around. And that's really dope. You act, like I said, you don't normally get stuff like that for an articulation of a figure like this. So it's really, really nice to see stuff like this. Let me see if I can get him some nice poses. So yeah. As far as the lower torso, use the drop down method. There is thigh swivel as well, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And it goes up about this far. The legs are double jointed as well. So as you can see, you can actually make somebody kick medias with this. If you really wanted to, you can like make a guy go kick medias. And as far as balance goes, it's actually really nice. So this is actually a terrible pose. So I'm going to refix that. So let's say we wanted to do a really nice running pose or a throwing pose, anything like that. Let's do a throwing pose where we just kind of get this nice articulation going. So God Max Gamer can not only balance on one foot, he has impeccable balance. So his dance game is probably up to par, if you ask me. It's really, really up to par. So they actually give you this extra big belt, right? And the extra big belt is to go around God Max Mighty. I don't think you can take the gamer driver off. I wouldn't try to take it off, but I'm pretty sure you can remove the torso to have the belt, which pretty much can't fit around anything. So don't even stress that. But what's really cool is you can actually take his gas shot out and give it to Gemn level 0. So we're going to go over that in a second, and I'll show you about that. But like I said, the legs are double jointed. What's really cool is the ankle pivot on the feet. Really, really nice. And it wiggles around like this, but that doesn't bother me. It actually allows you to get a better range and extension for this figure. So this is one of those figures where I'm actually having a lot of fun trying to come up with really cool and different things for this. Because I don't know what to do with this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do something cool. Let's put this arm back in so we can get some nice clean range. We can do a cool zombie-like walk. So real quick, let me go back to this. If you want, you can actually, because I was playing with the figures. So if you want, you can take your Gemn level 0 and you can actually pop it in. So that way when you do like Max Mighty for X8, you can actually put the Gashat right inside the level 0, which is really, really dope. So all you got to do is just take the head off and the neck piece off and look like he's using the Howling outside armor. But real quick, let's jump into accessories. Yeah. So while I get him in a nice pose to stand up straight, look terrifying in his crazy staring at you armor. Yeah. There we go. Let's make him look terrifying. First thing first, weapon. He comes with a Gashikan Key Slasher. This is just like X8's Max Mighty. Nothing real different. You and the one you get with Mighty Brothers is literally the Gashikan Key Slasher. So you don't have anything to stress. So if you already have one, now you can have 2 or 3, whatever. Point is, this is his weapon of choice when in his form, and his level 0 can actually hold it as well. So really dope. Oh, I forgot to put the Gashat back. Gashoo. Let me put that back. Next up, we're gonna talk about hands, and you actually start out with closed fist actually. So you get 2 closed fists, and this runs on a really cool different joint where the guard actually stays on the hand, and you kind of just snap it right in there on this little peg, and voila, there you have it. Just kind of fits on. Next up, you have hands for holding the Gashikan Key Slasher. You get 2 of each on each side. So no matter which side you hold it on, it actually just slides right in to the slot because there is a groove for holding it that actually you slide the key slot down. Let me see if I can just make this happen. There we go. So it actually doesn't hold it all the way through, but it holds it just enough. And the Gashikan Key Slasher is really light, so the hand actually holds it with 0 issue. Voila. See? All in all, I am in love with this God Max Mighty. I got to figure out some really cool pictures to take of this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm actually, I just don't know what to do. So I'm going to try to figure that out. And figure out what I'm going to do, because it's driving me nuts. But real quick, we're going to jump into size comparison between him with normal SHF and what he has going on with other lines. So let's just line him up, make him look real cool, align his belt, and voila. First things first, we're going to line him up with other X8 characters real fast. Well, not others, but we're going to line him up with some important ones that are kind of important to his story. So we're going to do Chronos and his level 0, so you guys can see what's going on size-wise. So here's Chronos, or Chronos, depending on how you're reading it on the box or the romanization. So voila, here he is with level 0. I should have took out laser because I actually have him here. But so here's some quick size comparison with some SHF to show you what's going on. And he's bigger, but not significantly bigger. And the reason why is just supposed to be in some armor, because even in the show he wasn't like crazy big, but it was crazy enjoyable. The only thing I wish that the God Max Mighty came with over what we have now is maybe the extendo limbs, because that was really fun to see it in the show. But and in the V cinema. Here he is next to a Mezco Punisher. As you can see, Mezco Punisher is actually smaller than SHF for once, so that's actually really cool to see. But because it's a giant suit of armor, you kind of just you know that's why he's a little bit bigger. So let's move Punisher to the side. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. And just like with the Mezco stuff, it's actually nice to see him be bigger for once, which is really cool. Here he is next to a 1000 toy synthetic human. A super creepy man. Voila. There we go, size-wise. Last but not least, we're going to compare him. Oh, wait. Did I forget the AI ninjas? I did forget them. I have them somewhere. Let me see. Nope, actually I don't have them around, so let's forget that. So in the meantime, we're going to compare them to a Figma Avenger. How about that? We'll do something different. So next to Figma Avenger, he's actually significantly bigger. Looks pretty cool. So does she. So there you have it. All in all, like, I'm really happy with what I got. I'm really happy. It's really cool. It's really different. And it's a lot of fun. And I think there's some die cast in the feet. Either that or they didn't make the feet hollow at all, because he definitely has some weight to him. But really just kind of wish we got the extendo limbs. That's the only thing I can say that I wish I'd actually got more of. you obviously know that your shoulders are going to be pretty much hindered due to what's going on with this whole shoulder armor thing. But all in all, really enjoyable, really nice figure. It's really fun. The only downside is that it's web shop, so if you're not willing to pay the price for it, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's a limited piece, and it's actually really crazy popular in Japan, so I'm going to have to get over my feelings and get one. Probably going to need another one. In the meantime, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. Most of all, I hope you do good, be good, drink your water. Later.